Hi folks, my name's Darren, and tonight we're going to be looking at the latest update for the Line 6 Helix 3.0, but we're going to be looking at it for bass. Since the Line 6 Helix has been out, and the HX Stomp, HX Effects, there's been not many or not enough content out there for bass players for the Line 6 Helix and the Helix range of products. Hopefully we can change that together. We'll be looking at a couple of tips, tricks to do with the Line 6 Helix. The rack for now, I will work on getting the other products. Just specifically for, like I said, the bass guitar. What we're going to look at first is we're going to look at Helix 3.0 and all the nice little updates it brought with it, and see what we can utilize for bass. So, what we will do here is we'll take a quick look at the release notes and we'll work out what we can actually use for the bass. So, go into the amps. We're not going to bother with the amps because they are dedicated guitar amps. We've got Fender Princeton and diesel amps. Not great for bass. We could dive into that at some point, but we're not going to today. First thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at the effects before anything else. I think that's all we will look at today is just the effects. I've set up a basic signal chain here in HX Edit, which is obviously linked to my Helix Rack, and I've got the Helix control on the floor alongside a Mission Engineering expression pedal. Obviously I've got this line here for my microphone processing, which is going straight into Logic. And just to give you a little outline of my signal path, we've got a simple compressor, 4-to-1 ratio, and SVT4 Pro and a big SVT 810. Mic to the 112 dynamic. It sounds a little bit like this. So yeah, that's what the bass sounds like with that basic signal path. So what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and on this signal path here I'll add in a couple of effects. So first off, let's look at the Horizon Drive. Let's have a look what we got here. Where are we? Horizon Drive. So one thing we don't have on this is we don't have the mix knob. So what I'll actually do is I'll throw it up here in this chain. I'll put the compressor after it. Okay. Let's try this path. Now then. That already is crazy good. Let's change the gate and see what we can do there. Up to about there. Let's get something really aggressive. Woo! Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely be using that in one of my function patches. That is brilliant. I mean, it probably sounds better with the fact that I've got it blended in. Maybe let's try the crossover. Let's keep it at about that. Let's reverse it. Okay. Let's change the frequency a little bit. Let's get to about 1,000 hertz just for the hell of it. See where we can go from there. So this is basically saying that with this split crossover, if you don't know what it is, I'll go through it in the tips and tricks. It's where we can set a frequency to split it up. And from there, we can say, like in a signal path like this, I want my highs going to the driven sound, which is there, and I want my lows staying low, so it's keeping the low end. Hopefully you can hear that in this. I don't know if the 1K mark is really good for that one. I want to bring it down a little bit more and turn the drive up a bit. Bring the bright down. Keep the attack where it is. Hopefully you can hear that low end coming through. I'll bring the compressor up a little bit. Oh, there we go. I like that. Horizon Drive will be one of my patches. Okay, next up we've got the Swedish Chainsaw. Now, when I saw this, I was quite excited about it because I'm not sure if anyone has used it for bass, but just dropped my in-ears. I'm not sure if anyone has used it for bass, but it's definitely something that that I'm intrigued to use. So I'll keep this up here now. So we've got the low end still there, because when we're using any drives and stuff, we just want to keep a little bit of low end in there, and then just have everything else affected, because otherwise it just turns to mush, and you lose the low end, which is not what we're here for. Okay. Let's max this out. Obviously, I gotta say, this is actually inspired by the old Boss HM2, the Japanese version, Black Label. And I like this. Oh, I like that. It's almost got sort of a cock wire effect in there. Ooh. Ooh, indeed. Now then, that is a drive. I like that one as well. Next up, we've got the Pocket Fuzz, which is inspired by a Jordan Boss Tone fuzz. Not something I've ever actually played myself, but we will give it a go. Okay, just two parameters this one. We've got drive and we've got level. Fuzz and bass are, in my eyes, best friends. See where we can go with this. Let's put that a sec. Keep it compressing. I mean, it's usable. It's very usable. But I'm not digging it without the crossover. like that better with the crossover. Cool. Yeah, that one sounds way better with the crossover. I mean, we can hear the low end, and we can still hear effect. Obviously, the drive itself, the fuzz itself, affecting the top end. It's much better, if you ask me. Next up, we've got the Bighorn Fuzz. Now, I know I'm probably going to say this for all of them, but this one I am very much looking forward to. This is based on the 1973 Ram's Head Electro Harmonics Big Muff Pie. Just opening my beer. Non-alcoholic, just for the record. It's the Aldi version of Punk IPA from Brewdog. It's got a low profile, 0 alcohol. Why not? But for after, I have got a Brewdog Punk AF here as well. I do like my Brewdog. But anyway, this is the one. Now, I'm going to keep the crossover on for this one, so it's going to just be affecting the high end. We're going to keep the low end there. But then I will go to having balls to the wall, all on. Let's see how it sounds. I'm listening. Oh. No, I don't like it there. Let's keep it there. Okay. That one is stunning. Yep, that's good. I like that. Nothing bad to say there at all. The Ballistic Fuzz, based on the Euthymia ICBM fuzz. Now, I'm not familiar with this particular fuzz. So I'm just going to keep the crossover there. It's something I enjoy, and I think every bass player should take that into account to keep the low end where it needs to be. I'll go without a pick for this one again. I should be saying where I'm using the pick and where I'm not using the pick, if I'm going to be completely honest here. But if I'm being completely honest, I'm absolutely useless. Let's take the level up down a bit. A bit more. Okay, yeah. Again, that's pretty good. I mean, can't really knock that at all. I like what the tone is doing. There's something I don't know how to explain it. Quacky. I'm not great with all the buzzwords. But yeah, I like the what the tone of it is doing. It's almost like a wah thing. I really like that. Same as what it was doing with the Swedish Chainsaw. Really, really good. Yeah, I like that. Cool. So that's everything from the drive section. I'm not going to bother looking at the Horizon Gate. probably more than the guitar thing. What we're looking at next, here's going to be an interesting one. The Acoustic Simulator. Now, I don't know. I haven't tried this with bass yet. I don't know how it's going to go, but there's one way to find out. I'm going to keep it active. Let me turn the compressor off this. I wouldn't usually use the compressor with acoustic bass anyway. It's giving like an almost a chorusy sort of thing. Ooh, blimey. Switch to passive. Yeah, I can't see me using this. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't even tried any sort of acoustic bass IR or anything. It's more, I don't know what it is on bass, it just feels like it's more of a, it feels like a chorus effect. Subtle. If anything, I'd probably use that as a really subtle chorus effect. And the thing is, I don't even know if it is just the. Yeah, it's not any phase variance in my monitors. It's definitely some sort of chorusy sort of thing. Next, let's have a look. What have we got here? Let's take that off. The Detune. Now, this is for apparently bass players who don't like traditional chorus. So I'm going to pop that over on this signal path here, which is where I'd put my chorus in the effects loop or after anything. Okay, so the parameters here, we got blend, detune, low cut, high cut, and level. So let's have a look where I'm going with my low cut. Let's do it at about 20 hertz. Pointless amount, I know, but why not? And then keep it above 5. No, let's put it up to 10. It's better 10. Okay. Let's put it up max. So it's gone up a little bit. It's probably in terms of cents, is it? I don't know. No, it's not. Blend, what do we got? No, it's nothing. Okay. Yeah, I see what I mean. It is kind of like a different sort of chorus, if you will. It's definitely something I think I'd probably end up using live, as opposed to a normal chorus. It for some reason I just think it sticks out a little bit better. How it'll do with the mix with everything, I don't know, but it feels like it would stick in a lot more, especially with this blend knob here. See, what I could do is I could go full on the blend. Let me pull this up here. and then do that. Let's do a Y. Yeah, let's undo that, don't I? Okay, that's a bit better. So if I put it after the compressor, but I leave a clean signal going afterwards and put this on full, I do get that sort of, you know, core. It sounds. It's something about it sounds like one of the Dimension choruses. Yeah, that's cool. Next up, we've got the polysustain. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to work this. The simple reason being, I think I'm probably going to need a foot switch on there. So let's assign the button as a foot switch. So just a quick one of this one. This is basically where you can play a note, and then you can sustain it. That's the long and the short. You can just press it and sustain it. Okay, so there's something about this one that I actually forgot, which I think I need to tell you very quickly. I'm sitting here editing in my dressing gown, and I can't see that I forgot to actually mention it. So, to activate the poly sustain, you actually need to set a foot switch up on the controller. Once you play a note, you hit that switch. Once you've hit the note, you can let it go, and it will hold until you turn it off or press it again to do another note. It's going to be hard for me to demonstrate that now. But you'll get the basic gist of it, and I think I might revisit it again at some point. Yeah, sorry about that, but I'll see you in a bit. Back to the video. I mean, that's probably not going to be the most traditional use for it, but I've never actually used a freeze pedal before, but that is pretty cool. Will I use it? Possibly. I'm not sure. We'll have a look. We'll see. I don't think I can find it in a live use. It'll be great for practice, though, instead of looping or grabbing a guitar or anything. I think that'll be great. Next up is put it on this side here, just because of where it is. We'll have the glitch delay. Whoa, okay. So I've never used something like this before. Don't know how it's going to pan out. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. Let's bring the mix right down. Now, I do like to use delay in my play-in. Let's tap it in. All right, okay. Let's mess around with a few parameters. Screw it, all up. Okay, that just got really unusable really, really quickly. I mean, it wasn't too bad there. It would have just probably mixed down a little bit, wouldn't have? Okay, I like that. Dun, 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 dun. The hell's going on there? Oh, it's interesting, this one. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw a bit of drive on that. I'm going to throw the Swedish Chainsaw on that. That is absolutely awesome. I love that. I'm going to leave that go for ages. I really like that. It's really cool. I mean, it takes some getting used to, but yeah, I mean, I really like that. That's cool. Yeah, so that's that. The glitch delay there. What else have we got? Okay, so I'm not going to get into this yet. So we got the polyphonic pitch stuff. I'm not going to get into that today. We will look at that another time because I want to compare it to my Digitech drop, which is in the rack. Obviously for bass, and yeah, we'll see what we can do with it. Yeah, I mean, in terms of does 3.0 bass, I think the answer is yes, it does. Um, is this something that we need to explore a bit further? Yes. This was just a brief outline of what's in it, what we can use on bass, and how well it would work, if at all. I'd say that's a pretty successful test. We will be doing more bass stuff for the Line 6 Helix. We've only got the rack at the minute, but obviously the stuff on the rack will be the same as the Helix floor, LT. I don't have a HX Effects, I don't have a Pod Go, and I don't have a HX Stomp, but I'm going to try and get a HX Stomp. I'll buy one in the next month or two, and a Pod Go a little bit after that. So then we can look at some of the ways that we would use that, ins and outs, DSP, some of the effects. I mean, I've been using Helix products on bass for over 2 years now. I've had the floor, I've had the HX Stomp alongside an MC6, a Morningstar MC6, and then I went back to an Helix floor, and now I've gone to a rack because for me, I just found this now was the more convenient setup. So thanks for sticking around. Hopefully It's giving you a bit of an insight into how we can use the Helix for bass. And like I said, I want to do more of this stuff because there's not an awful lot of bass content out there for the Line 6 Helix. I mean, you got guys like I don't know off the top of my head, John Willis, who's doing great stuff. Go and find John Willis, subscribe to his channel, especially if you like Billy Sheehan, because he's doing brilliant work with the Helix products in terms of getting them tone. And Billy Sheehan is a Line 6 artist now as well. So go subscribe to John Willis. Join the Helix for Bassists on Facebook or any of the other Helix ones. And we will answer your questions as best we can. I say we, I mean I, but there's a collective group there of people who know their onions. Yeah, let's learn how to use it for bass. It's there to use. Let's use it. Until next time, guys. Speak to you soon. Possibly.